microfinance schemes, helping the families to become independent. Now the group of women, and it's always a group of women, are given a small loan each and some business training and shown how to start and run a small business. This lady decided she was going to make cakes. They're like donuts. They're deep-fried little, balls like donuts. So she gets up at 5 o'clock every morning, makes her first batch of donuts on that cooker, and that's all she has. It's called a Gico, that little stove at the front. She packs them into bags and puts them in the bowl and carries them off to the local school, sells them to a lady in the kiosk for the children to buy at lunchtime. When she's delivered them, she goes back home. She gets the toddlers ready for nursery. She dresses and feeds the baby. And then she helps her husband to get up, because he's very weak from AIDS. She herself is HIV positive. Having done all of that, she makes another batch of cakes, which she then carries to the local main road, sits at the side of the road and sells them to people at lunchtime. Every single day of her life, Monday through to Sunday, she does that. But she's done so well that she's actually repaid her loan, and she's moved her family back into the rural areas so that they can have a healthier lifestyle. So there's the miracle. There is success. Now, we were there last year, last year, just after the riots. And this is Kibera, after many of those houses were burnt down, and the kiosks where people had their businesses were burnt down, and that was all that was left. It was a heartbreaking experience. Phil and I were just shattered by it last year. We didn't take a group with us because we knew it would be too difficult for other people to cope with. In the midst of it, we found this young man. His little kiosk had gone, that had been burnt down. Even the tree by him, you can see, is badly scorched. But he managed to save his sewing machine, and there he was outside, doing his tailoring and earning a living to keep his family together and feed them. Now we move to Embakasi. It's a very good housing area with a slum area in it, near to the international airport. And the Methodist Church there started this project in this tin hut. Our second work party that we took lined the classrooms with pin boards and put in a ceiling. Because can you imagine the heat in one of these corrugated iron classrooms in that climate? It was like being in an oven. So now they're far more comfortable. And this is at the back of the church. We managed to persuade them that churches can be multi-purpose, not just used for Sunday, but you can use them in the week as well. So the baby class is in the back of the church, and another work party lined the whole of the church, put in a roof, and a partition which can be removed. And so the baby class is there. Our JMA children in this country raised money for education aids and for play equipment for these projects. And that's some of the play equipment in one project that they raised money for, which has made a whale of a difference to these children who've never experienced slides and swings. And this is a typical home in Embakasi. Mostly the houses there are made of corrugated iron. Very hot, as I said. This young lady has a child in the nursery there, and these two little ones. She is also a widow, an AIDS widow.